This Valentine's Day, we found the old saint dressed in leather. We caught up with the cast of SM from their Looking Glass Theater production at Trattoria Gianni. Before their pre-show meal, we had some questions about SM, now playing at the Steppenwolf Theater.
We're here with the crew of SM, which is across the street from Gianni at the Steppenwolf Theater, and I'm feeling very insecure with all these professional actors. Overpaid as they are, they've taken some time to have, yes, a free lunch at Trattoria Gianni, and over here next to me is Tracy. What do you play, Tracy?
I play the Marquis de Sade's wife, Madame de Sade.
I see. Joy, what do you do in there?
I play various victims of various libertines.
Okay, and then we've got Joy. That's Lisa over there.
And I play their mother.
Their mother.
Yes, so that would be Sade's stepmother.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, actually.
Yes.
Okay, and then Tom.
Yeah, I played the younger Masek and his lawyer, Sade's lawyer.
And over there is Dave. What do you do in the play, Dave?
I'm him, but older. I play Masek when he's older and
You were in jail
much
now?
sicker. What?
Were you in jail partially? That's because he's balding. I see there was a point.
Yes.
There was a point. There was his good friend Phil. Who
Yes,
pointed that out.
that's Buddy Phil.
Buddy Phil. I see he's got his new hairdo today. Well,
That's my television name, it's Buddy Phil.
and of course, this is the creator over here, Mary. What are you thinking about when you write a play like this?
I'm thinking about if I can get it written on time, basically, because the way we work in the company particularly is we often don't have a script when we start and we develop it through rehearsal, so I was writing it daily as we did it.
Tell me a little bit about the play so we don't miss this. What is the overview of it?
The play is sort of biographical about two people, the Marquis de Sade, which is where the term sadism comes from, and a lesser-known figure named Leopold von Sacher-Masoch, who was an Austrian, sort of Hungarian-Austrian writer, who is where the term masochism comes from. And the play, you could make about 1,000 plays out of that material, but ours is sort of concerned with how these two intersect with the theater, with dressing up, ritual, all of the same kind of elements that infuse that eroticism are very theatrical. And so it's just sort of about how the theater is the biggest SM scene there is, in a way, and how these two were so obsessed by the theater for no whimsical reason, but because it's an arena which you can control the action, and they were very controlling people, both of these.
Tell me something special about the play for you.
Well, the interesting thing about the play for me is that the character that I play is, to me, unfathomable. I can't figure her out.
Professional actress.
I can't figure her out in the sense that her husband is this awful guy, but she stays with him forever and ever, and she tries to get him out of jail. I saw you kick him a couple times. No, that's Joy.
Oh, your sister.
And when he finally gets out of jail for the last time, she leaves him. And I just can't, I just love her character for that reason. She's a mystery.
Anybody else? Chuck?
There's fabulous original music in the piece by Michael Bodine, and also some beautiful found music. And I was lucky enough to be able to write some music. I co-wrote with Michael Bodine, our sound designer, an opera, a bit of hopefully very, very bad, dreadful, overblown opera music with Sade's unconscionable lyrics.
Like Klingon opera?
So in the middle of this sort of pastiche performance style, you know, a lot of spoken word, people on microphones, a lot of movement, you know, 7/8 of the way through the play, we all burst into song, and it's one of my favorite performance moments.
It was a great show. Thanks. How about it?
I would say it's actually the setup of the set, which is the audience. They're on scaffolding, and they're all single row, all the way around us, 3 levels high. So you're completely surrounded by the audience, and you're very aware of them, and they're very aware of you. So it's a very intimate relationship that most structures don't allow that.
I was actually on the first row of that scaffolding, but some of the people on the higher levels did see some nudity really right out there. Does that affect you at all?
well, since it's not my nude body, it doesn't affect me as much. But it is definitely, they get the God's eye or the bird's eye view of that scene. And that actress isn't here, but she actually gets into a bath at one point. And it's very interesting every night to hear the responses. That's what I mean, the intimacy of the audience with us right there.
How about you? Something special in there?
Well, I actually get to be inside of Massac's head a lot because I tend to do a lot of narration for both Sod and Massac. So
It's a confusing place to be.
yeah, actually it is, and especially considering the actor who plays Massac.
David, you play Massac. Did you take a lot of ribbing for that, or did it take a special job to do that?
Yeah, basically, from the moment Mary knew she was doing this play, she said, and then there's character Massac, and she kind of looked at me, and then everyone laughed, and there's this cacophony of heads laughing. No. It's a really fun part to play. It's something that is a lot more complicated than
running around the table chasing someone?
Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but equally as fun. It's been fun trying things out at home with my wife after rehearsals, see what works, what doesn't. You know.
There's pre-Dave and post-Dave.
Yes.
Let's test. Phil, how about you?
My favorite thing about doing this play are the mistakes that are made, both real and feigned. Like when you flub your line or something like that. Someone is sitting right next to you, basically in the audience, this far away from you. And so one common occurrence as an actor is that you have what's called a heat flash, or I do. When you make a mistake and your head turns red immediately. And so you flub your line and you're completely red as a tomato, and then you also start dripping with sweat. And then there's someone looking at you right here, and then that makes you forget even more because they're saying, is he messing up his line? And you actually are saying, yes, I am.
I understand that the play was just extended. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.